it's always one. It's always one piece of hair that just does not want to behave. Golly. Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. My name is Dawn. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about energy vampires. So, what is an energy vampire? An energy vampire is exactly what it sounds like. It's somebody who is sucking your energy and leaving you essentially with none while they are being nourished and filled off of your energy. So we all know that, well, maybe we don't. So I'll break it down. Energy exchange between people, places, and things, it's a real thing, right? And you can identify whether or not an exchange of energy is a good thing or a bad thing based on how you feel. So think about when you come in contact with a person that has good energy, that has their own energy, they're vibrant. You come in contact with them, you leave feeling fulfilled and motivated and just, like super amped. That exchange was with a person who has good energy, high energy. They have their own. It's a mutual exchange. They are giving as much as they are receiving of the energy. On the flip side, when you come in contact with somebody who, regardless of if the situation, let's say you went out, right? And you had a great time at this outing. Like it was perfect. It was everything that you wanted or could dream of in outing. But you still come away feeling tired. And not necessarily physically tired where, maybe you didn't get enough hours of sleep last night or, you did some stuff that maybe exerted a lot of physical energy. No, like you just feel mentally tired and you don't know why, then 9 times out of 10, you were dealing with somebody who was an energy vampire. And let me clarify that energy vampires, it sounds terrible. Like you think about vampires, you think about Dracula and like some malicious person who is just like set out to drain you and suck you of all of your energy. Yeah, there are people out there like that, but there are some people who are unintentionally draining energy. And so when you come in contact with these people, it could be a situation where y'all are having a great time, but unknowingly your energy has been drained. And so what happens, what causes that is, and I'm going to talk specifically about people who are unintentionally draining of energy, because when we're talking about people who are intentionally draining energy, we're talking about something totally different. And that's a different topic for a different day. But unintentional energy drainers, we all do it too. There have been times where I have probably drained somebody's energy from them or depleted their energy and vice versa. So how does this happen? Well, what I have experienced when I come across somebody who drains my energy, that essentially the biggest thing is negativity and fear, right? When you have somebody who is motivational, they are speaking from a place of love. They are speaking from a place of empowerment, of fearlessness. These are all of the characteristics that give us the the tenacity and the go get 'em and the drive to get things done, to feel motivated, to feel better about ourselves. But when you're dealing with somebody who is operating from a mindset of lack, a mindset of fear, a mindset of jealousy, which is essentially a mindset of lack and fear, then that's when you have these interactions where you're just like, oh my gosh, I feel so tired after dealing with this person. And so in order to be able to identify that, you have to, number one, be able to identify when you are full of energy, when you are feeling like at 100% charged, and when you are starting to feel, when your battery is starting to feel like it is on E or 20%, like my iPhone, when the battery turns red, like you need to understand what that feels like in your body. And if you're not aware of when you're starting to feel drained, then that's an indicator that it's time to spend some time by yourself in your own energy. Because let's be real, everybody puts out energy, everybody puts out frequencies, right? We each emit a frequency, a vibration. We all have energy. We're made up of energy, ions and atoms and protons and all of that is energy. And when the energy is low in a person, that is what they are putting out. And if you're operating from a place of high energy, then it's easy to attract those people. Because if you think about magnets and the way that the atoms and everything, the molecules are all structured, the opposites are meant to attract. So when you come in contact with somebody who is low energy, it's nature to want to pull the energy from somebody else in order to replenish. So it's important to spend time alone. Number one, to replenish your own energy, to replenish your own battery. Two, to understand what it feels like when you are operating on full and when you are operating on a low battery. And three, being alone so that you know what your energy is, because sometimes we can take on the energy of somebody else. Have you ever come across somebody who was just in a really funky mood, and you may not have been in the best mood, but you weren't in a bad mood either? Maybe your mood was neutral, and you came away all of a sudden. Now you're in a bad mood, maybe not immediately, but towards the end of the day or later on in the day, you're just in this bad mood and you just don't understand where it came from. It's energy transfer. So understanding what your energy is when you're alone and knowing yourself, it all comes down to knowing who you are at your core, right? So once you're able to do that, then you're able to be better able to guard your energy, to be able to understand when something is your energy and when something, a behavior, a thought process, whether good or bad, positive or negative, is your own or coming from somebody else. I hope that makes sense, because it's very important to be able to guard your energy against people who intentionally and unintentionally come along and snatch up your energy. Because if you don't have energy, then how are you going to tackle your day-to-day tasks? How are you going to operate in your purpose if you're always being sucked dry of your energy, of your life force, essentially, right? If you don't have any energy, then you can't do anything. So it's really important to be able to identify and really think about the people who you are around, who you come in contact with, how they make you feel. Do they make you feel good? Do they leave you feeling depleted? Are they constantly um, positive? Everybody's not always positive, but for the most part, are they positive? Or are they always negative? when you share your news, are they Debbie Downers or are they boosters? Are they your cheerleaders or are they not? Are they encouraging you or are they discouraging you? There's no in between because energy doesn't lie. Like I actually have somebody in my life that's close to me that isn't the most encouraging. And would I say that they are outright discouraging? No, there are moments, yes, but when you share your news, when you share something is bothering you, when you share, you know, the ups and the downs, and they say nothing, well then why am I sharing with you, right? Because all I'm doing is expending energy and you're not giving anything in return. That is essentially an energy vampire characteristic. So I say all of this to say, take inventory of who you have around you and ask yourself these questions. When I come away from interactions with this person, how do I feel? Do I feel good about myself and our interaction? Do I feel neutral? Do I feel bad about the interaction? What's the conversation in your head? Are you trying to talk yourself into believing that this person is encouraging? Or like, do you really feel encouraged? Because that's a thing too. That's a thing too. Ask yourself those questions and then get quiet, get still. You cannot fully operate in your giftings, in your purpose, if you are surrounded by people who are constantly taking your energy. So I hope that I articulated this in a way that is understandable because I really do feel passionate about this. And for so many years, so like I'm 44. For so many years, I've had people around who have been energy vampires. And I myself have been an energy vampire as well, because let's be real, you essentially have the power to attract what you are. So I hold total accountability for my role in the people that I have attracted in my life. But when you know better, you do better and you make better choices. And so I want to be able to share this information with my children to make them aware of maybe friends that they come in contact with, family members that they come in contact with, places, movies, the news, media that they may come in contact with that will strip you and drain you of your energy, because I want them to be able to be aware of it so that they can move away from it, so that they can retain their energy, so that they can be powerful in their energy, so that they can call back their energy, because your energy is your power. Energy, power. Like, think about technology. There are so many similarities in technology and in spirit. So when you think about energy, you think about power, right? Your energy is your power. Don't let somebody sneak up and take that from you. So be aware, because energy transfer is real and energy draining is real. And if you cannot function at your 80%, 90%, 100%, if you are drained, then that's no good for us, because everybody has a purpose here. Everybody has something that they are supposed to fulfill here. And if you don't have it, then that's one less person that's here to make this place better. And we need all the people that we can get right now, because, child, this world is so ghetto. So hold on to your energy. call it back from the sources that may have taken it from you, and, keep pressing on until. All right, y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.